Be honest. Have you ever stood in front of the mirror with a beautiful scarf, tied it a dozen different ways, and still thought, why doesn't this look right on me? You're not alone. Scarves can be one of the most elegant accessories a woman can wear, graceful, expressive, timeless, but only if you know how to make them work for you, not against you. The truth is, most women over 60 aren't doing anything wrong. They're simply repeating habits that once worked, when their coloring, proportions, and personal style were a little different. What used to feel chic can suddenly look bulky, harsh, or even dated. But here's the good news. It's not the scarf, it's just the strategy. In this video, we'll uncover the 3 common scarf mistakes that quietly make even the most elegant outfits feel off, and how to fix them with subtle, graceful tweaks that flatter your face, body, and confidence. By the end, you'll see that the right scarf doesn't just complete your outfit. It frames your beauty, lifts your energy, and tells the world you know exactly who you are. Mistake number 1. The wrong scarf shape and proportion. Let's start with one of the biggest culprits behind a scarf that just doesn't look right. The wrong shape and proportion. Many women pick scarves based purely on color or pattern, but rarely think about how the shape interacts with their body, neckline, or hairstyle. And that's where elegance quietly unravels. Think about it. A petite woman wrapped in a large, square scarf can quickly disappear under all that fabric. The scarf overwhelms her frame, hiding her collarbones and creating bulk where softness should shine. On the other hand, a tall woman with broad shoulders wearing a tiny, thin scarf often looks like she's missing something. The balance is off, and the scarf seems like an afterthought rather than an accent. Proportion is what makes a scarf look intentional. A long, narrow scarf creates vertical movement, ideal if you want to elongate your neckline or add height. A medium rectangular scarf drapes beautifully for everyday wear, framing your face without swallowing it. Meanwhile, a lightweight square scarf folded into a triangle can soften sharper features or complement shorter haircuts with an easy, polished look. Another detail often overlooked? Fabric weight. A thick wool wrap can look stunning in winter, but if it bunches around the neck and hides your jawline, it may cast unwanted shadows, subtly aging the face. Instead, choose lighter knits, silks, or viscose blends that flow with your body rather than fight against it. And here's a secret. The goal of a scarf isn't to cover, it's to frame. You want the viewer's eye to travel upward toward your face, not get stuck on folds or fabric volume. So next time you reach for a scarf, ask yourself, is this scarf enhancing my shape or hiding it? Because when proportion is right, a scarf stops being just an accessory. It becomes a quiet statement of confidence and poise. Mistake number 2, color and fabric clash. You can have the perfect scarf shape, soft, balanced, beautifully draped, and still feel like something is off. That off feeling almost always comes down to color and fabric. Many women over 60 still reach for shades and materials that once worked in their 30s or 40s. Rich jewel tones, sharp contrasts, or shiny synthetics. But as our skin tone and hair color gently evolve, so should our palette. Harsh or overly bright colors can exaggerate fine lines, drain warmth from your complexion, or make your hair color appear dull. The same deep crimson that once made your cheeks glow might now feel overpowering. On the other hand, soft muted tones, dusty rose, warm taupe, slate blue, gentle ivory, tend to harmonize with mature skin, creating a radiant, glowing effect that looks effortless and refined. Fabric plays an equally crucial role. Cheap synthetics or overly shiny finishes often catch light in harsh, uneven ways. They reflect rather than enhance. They can cling to the skin or create static, emphasizing texture where you want flow. Meanwhile, natural or high-quality blends, silk, modal, soft cotton, fine wool, breathe with you. They drape instead of stiffen, giving movement and grace to every turn of your head. Here's a simple test. Hold a scarf near your face in natural light. If your skin looks dull, sallow, or shadowed, it's not your makeup. It's your scarf working against you. But if your eyes brighten and your cheeks pick up warmth, you've found your ally. And one more gentle truth. As we age, contrast should soften. If your hair has turned silver or your skin tone has lightened, opt for scarves with blended hues or watercolor-like patterns instead of stark blocks of color. These create dimension without intensity. Have you ever tried on a scarf that looked stunning in the store, but once home, It just didn't feel like you? That's color harmony speaking. When shade and texture align with who you are now, your scarf doesn't just match your outfit. It magnifies your presence. Mistake number 3. Overstyling or understyling. Here's a paradox most women don't realize. When it comes to scarves, both too much and too little styling can make you look less polished. Overstyling makes you look tense. Understyling makes you look careless. The sweet spot is what I call intentional ease. That graceful middle ground where the scarf complements you, not competes with you. Overstyling usually starts from a good place, the desire to look put together. You loop, twist, tuck, and tighten, wanting every fold to sit perfectly. But ironically, the more effort you show, the less effortless you appear. When a scarf is tied too high or wrapped too tight, it stiffens the neckline, hardens your jawline, and restricts movement. It becomes a piece of armor instead of elegance. The face looks rigid, the shoulders tense, and what should feel soft begins to look forced. Understyling, on the other hand, sends the opposite message. When a scarf is simply thrown on, uneven, crumpled, or without shape, it can make even a beautiful outfit look unfinished, almost as if you've stopped caring. And that's rarely true. Most women simply don't know how much attention to give it. But a scarf is communication. It tells the world something about how you value yourself. So how do you find that balance between effort and ease? Flow over form. Choose soft, relaxed folds rather than structured knots. Let the fabric breathe and move with you. Try a gentle shoulder drape, a low half knot near the collarbone, or a loose loop that frames your face. These shapes create motion, and motion always adds youthfulness. When your scarf moves naturally, so do you. Here's a little experiment. Tie your scarf as you usually would, then loosen it by just an inch. Watch how instantly your energy changes in the mirror. The shoulders drop. The face opens. Suddenly, you're not wearing a scarf. You're living in it. Ask yourself, when you style your scarf, do you feel relaxed or restricted? The answer tells you everything. True style isn't about control, it's about confidence. The goal isn't to perfect the fabric, it's to express your ease within it. Because when your scarf flows with you, it doesn't just complete your outfit, it reveals your grace. Let's be honest, when you say, scarves just don't look good on me anymore, what you might really mean is, I don't quite recognize myself like I used to. And that feeling isn't about fabric or fashion, it's about change. As we grow older, our features soften, our hair lightens, our proportions shift. But what if instead of resisting that evolution, we learn to dress with it? Because elegance, especially now, isn't about chasing youth, it's about expressing harmony. A scarf at its core isn't a piece of fabric. It's a frame, one that draws attention to your expression, your energy, your story. When you choose the right shape, color, and flow, it doesn't hide you. It highlights the woman you've become. It whispers confidence instead of shouting for attention. And that subtlety, that quiet grace, is what makes a woman truly radiant at any age. The next time you reach for a scarf, don't ask, does this make me look younger? Ask, does this reflect how I feel today? Because when you wear something that feels aligned with who you are now, you instantly look more alive, more at ease, more you. You don't need to prove beauty. You already embody it. In your posture, your gentleness, your wisdom. The scarf is just there to mirror that back to the world. True elegance isn't about standing out. It's about standing authentically in your own beauty. If this video helped you see scarves and yourself in a new light, I'd love to have you join our community here at Elder's Lantern. Subscribe for more timeless fashion, beauty, and confidence tips made especially for women embracing life after 60. And now I want to hear from you. Which of these scarf mistakes have you been making? Or better yet, which one will you fix first? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story might be the inspiration another woman needs today. Because at any age, elegance isn't about perfection, it's about presence. And you, my dear, already have that in abundance.